Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
All day, punt. Check. Crunch. Crunch.
From the gun, it's Haskins. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking.
And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even. But it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
I got one. Switch.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
You can't block me.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Check, 93's the mic, 93.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Joker.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And some room to roam now. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd down and 4.
Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52.
Watch switch.
Hey.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Kill.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Haskins. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the 1st round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
They go play action now. Haskins firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the 1st drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Odd. 3 down. Odd. Check 9. Check 99.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Haskins eluding the pressure right. This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Rolling to his right. Going for it all. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Back.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Check, 93's the right. 93's the right.
Check. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. To throw is Mariota. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good to make it 17-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And it's fielded at the 34.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And 2020 was a strong draft for receivers, and the Steelers got an excellent one in the 2nd round and Chase Claypool out of Notre Dame. 11 total touchdowns last year.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Room for Jacobs there on 1st down as he takes this one forward for a pickup of about 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They go play action. Mariota. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Deshaun Jackson, 44 yards. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Haskins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, Haskins. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson to return. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. They're going to need some therapy after this. Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
First down, Mariota. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mariota. He gets it complete to Jackson. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Mariota on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
To throw again on second down. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Haskins now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mariota on 3rd and 2.
I can't believe they let you play.
Escaping the pressure right. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Mariota.
All day, dog.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run right here with Jacobs. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Mariota now from the 50. This is caught by Hilton. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Vegas.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line. Gotta love the...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell Edmunds comes flying in from safety for the sack. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Mariota. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it...
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Dobbs is throwing. Again, it's Johnson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when a screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Malcolm Kuntz in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Still fighting. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. Back now in Pittsburgh. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Solomon Thomas coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Dobbs. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he coughed it up. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1, completing the pass, but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, first down, right? Easy play. But end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
48's the mic.
Crunch time, defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Dobbs right back to Claypool, this time complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's
50, Mike's 50.
Drop deep, drop deep.
On 2nd and 10, Dobbs looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Dobbs. That's swung out wide to Harris. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make this a second down. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Quick completion here to Johnson. Johnson, oh, it's poked free. Football's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. 119 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through, and their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again? Symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy.
And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. Alert. Alert.
Throwing here, Dobbs. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many